What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have these rubber reusable targets from Infinite Defense, and my dogs love the smell of them. If you see my dogs all around me this video is because they can't stop smelling these targets. Anyway, what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you what these targets are all about, how they work. I'm going to tell you the different versions that the company makes, and then I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons of these targets versus steel and these targets versus cardboard. Then you can subscribe to the channel and continue on your merry little day. Just so you know, there is a link down you know where and a discount code for Infinite Defense. The discount code is Tiberious10, saves you 10%. Now, we have three different targets that we're going to look at. This one here has a couple hundred rounds, 5.56, 7.62, 10 millimeter and 9 millimeter. And if you look at the back's in very, very good shape, and it has lots of more rounds left. This target is several years old. I've had this for a while. This has thousands and thousands of rounds, both pistol and rifle. If you look at the back of it, you'll see that it's starting to get shot out. There's still plenty more rounds left and life left in this, but you'll see the difference between something that has a couple hundred rounds and something that has a couple thousand rounds. Now this ginormous target here is brand new, never shot, and this way you can see what it looks like brand new on the back and the front before it gets shot. I have one in each condition. That one's pretty heavy. Anyway, the way these things work, they are rubber, recycled, and reusable targets. That's very hard for me to say, but they're going to last around 7,000 rounds, depending on which one you get, and the caliber, and the placement, and the type of rounds. Another way they word it is 110 rounds per square inch. So however you want to look at it, they last for thousands of rounds. They are waterproof, like steel, so if you're shooting them out there in the rain or the snow or something like that, it's not going to damage the targets at all. And you can spray paint them over and over and over again, also like steel. One nice thing about it with the target itself being made from black rubber and the paint on the front being made from white spray paint, or you spray paint it white, when you actually shoot the target, there's a big contrast and you know exactly where your hits are going, which is a little advantage there. They do come with a couple of these very heavy duty clips because, as I said, they do have some weight to them. The small target that has a couple hundred rounds on it is about 7 pounds. That really big target I just held up was either 17 or 27, whatever it was, I forgot. I'll put it up here on the screen. And these things are made in the United States, which is dope. Was it Texas? Arizona, but either way, they're made in the US with US made material. So two big thumbs up for Infinite Defense on that. All right, before I tell you the different styles, let me quickly thank Notches. They are the biggest supporter of the Tiberious Gib channel. They have lots of other targets. They don't have Infinite Defense targets, but they also have you covered for hunting, fishing, camping, pews, reloading, all that cool guy stuff. They have you covered. The shirt is from TriStar Trading. The links to Notches, TriStar, and Infinite is you know where. So as far as the different styles, this company has like 20 different reusable rubber targets. They have USPSCA, IDPA targets, whatever those things are called. They have a peeping Tom that you can put behind some sort of a barricade, C-zone, target rack, circle drill, couple animals, bullseyes, B6. One of my favorite ones was a Trump style sniper. He's like sitting on a roof with a rifle and you can shoot it. I just thought that was clever. But my absolute favorite one, they have a 6-foot silhouette, so a life-size target. And I thought there were so many cool things you could do about positioning and putting them in different places, and just very realistic because it's the same size as most of us. Not everyone's 6 feet, but it's a very realistic target that I think would be a lot of fun to shoot. Anyway, pricing. These things go from $55 up to $350. The smaller ones are like $55. That big 6-foot silhouette is $350. But they have a bunch of bundles, and all the pricing I'm quoting is before that Tiberious 10 discount, so that will save you 10%. But there's a wide variety for you guys to check out. All right, let's chat about the pros and cons compared to steel and cardboard now, and then you guys can get out of here. So the pros compared to cardboard, obviously these are going to last a lot longer than a cardboard target. They're going to be a lot more weather resistant. If you're out there in the elements, the rain, the snow, whatever, you can spray paint them over and over and over and use them over and over. And just like cardboard, you can see exactly where you're getting your hits, especially when you freshly paint the target. When you have a fresh painted target, those hits really pop, and you know exactly where where those hits are. And then obviously you don't have to constantly change it out. When you're shooting cardboard or you're shooting a paper target, you have to hang up new targets, you have to hang up new cardboard, you have to put those little sticker pasties on the target, whatever, and it just slows you down. It's a waste of time. This is just a little more convenient. Now compared to steel, the biggest pro compared to steel is that you can shoot it very, very close up and there's going to be no ricochets when you're shooting. Steel's great. I love steel. We all love steel, but you can't shoot it close up. So if you want to do very realistic self-defense close-up training, something like this makes a lot more sense than steel. Now as far as cons, the only real con I could think of compared to cardboard is paper is going to be the cost. These things are great. I do think they're worth the money, especially if you train often or you're a serious trainer, but it's not for everyone because you could just get a cardboard box and cut it up and get a target for free. I've done that many times, or a paper plate, or there's so many options. So the cost is going to be the only real con I could think of comparing these compared to cardboard. Now as far as steel, the only real con is the instant response you get when you shoot steel. I think most of you are like me, and when you're shooting steel and you hear that ting, 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 there's something childish and instant gratification about that instant feedback, and we all love that sound, especially if you're doing things for the gram like I do. I notice when I shoot targets like this and people can't see the target, they're like, oh, you missed all your shots. No, I'm not shooting steel, I'm shooting these. Anyway, so overall, I'm going to say don't use one type of training or one type of target exclusively. I think you just go to the range with a plan, have a wide variety of drills and targets and things planned out. Do a little shooting on steel sometimes. Do a little shooting on rubber targets or cardboard if these aren't for you, whatever you want to shoot. I think people go to the range, and if your range is lucky enough to have steel, this is all they want to shoot because of that sound, and they don't get any close-up training. And I think that's going to be a lot more realistic, that you're going to need the close-up training than shooting somebody, 15 yards away or whatever it is. So get that close-up training and drawing from bad breath distances and stuff like that. All right, 3 quick heads ups I want to give you. No slugs, no hollow points. That's going to rip material out, and that's no bueno. Do not use cheap spray paint. With any reusable target, whether it's this brand or another one, get decent spray paint, or it's not going to cover the thing well. Just trust me, I've made that mistake. Last tip for you. When you paint the target white and you have those lines, if you want those lines to pop like they do on a new target, just get a black Sharpie or something like that, and you can quickly color in those lines if you want that contrast in there. You are welcome. All right, let me thank Infinite Defense. They did send these 3 targets out, just so you know. Actually, they've sent 6, 7, 8 targets out over the years, and I've shot through some of them because I like doing close-up training. Link and code once again down below. Natchez, biggest supporter of the channel. TriStar, the dopest, softest, sexiest t-shirts in the game. Again, the links to all 3 are down below. Now I'm done shilling. Let me thank you for watching because I truly appreciate it. If you think I deserve it, click the like button, click the subscribe button, drop a comment if you want. The subscriptions, as I always say, are the big ones. They really help me out. I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video, hopefully. Be good. Definitely stay blessed.